Hey everybody, it's Kari from Maximum Joy Minimum Stress, and it is late September. Can you believe it? I can't believe that it is already time to say that. It's almost October. And I am definitely feeling a bit of the sweet nostalgia that comes with the changing of the seasons in the fall. I think a lot of us experience that, but I am definitely akin to it, especially this year. Because I am honestly glad to say that summer is over, which is not a normal sort of motif for me. I'm like, let's keep the sunshine around, that sort of thing. But this summer was really rough. My dad passed away in May, and I put everything that I could into pause mode for the last few months. And as the seasons are changing, I am feeling myself almost coming back to life in a way. I mean, not that I was without life, but coming back to my sense of self and my sense of normal. And it feels really good, to be honest. So I put a lot of things on pause, like the blog. I didn't take on any new clients. I backed away from some other commitments that I had and really tried to make the space to do the healing work that I knew I needed to do. And certainly it's not done. I don't think I think that's going to hang around for a while, but the hardest part, I think, is done. And I'm ready for it to not just come up and slap me in the back of the head. I feel like that's what I've managed to prevent. And so, grieving was certainly not something I thought was appropriate for coaching, and so I went back to therapy. I'm a big fan of that, and a big fan of the fact that there is a difference between those two things. And so what I wanted to share with you today was my list of my lesses and my mores that are coming as, I guess, a means of my own sense of coaching that is coming out of my healing process for the loss of my dad. So I wanted to share some of those with you today in the hopes that they can inspire you to take a look at what areas of your life can you do less or more in. Let me read them to you first. Here's some of them. Less doing, more porch sitting. Less hobbies, more friends. Less exceptions, more existence. Less rules, more being me. Less opportunities and more chances. Less right thing and more real thing. Less head and more gut. And less shoulds and more coulds. And one of my darling coach friends said to me, so basically that's your goal to not make goals anymore. And I said, well, yeah, sort of, because setting a goal right now doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like the pace I want to be living at, and I usually do. I'm actually really good at setting a goal and going for it. And right now, I was like, man, I just need to shift this energy. And as a result, I came up with this idea of the less and the more. And I can do less of this and I can do more of that. And that can be my intention. That can be my will. That can be the goal. But it doesn't, maybe for once, it doesn't have to be measurable. And I believe in measurable, smart goals and all of that. But maybe sometimes it doesn't need to be. So right now, I am trying to launch into a period of exploration in my life of just doing things that feel like they would be fun and they would be good. And really trusting that in the end, those are going to add up to something greater than anything I can conceive of or plan for today. And I'm using my coach sense to be intentional about how I make those things happen and how I pursue them, but be a little less hung up on the outcome. So one of the really hard things I'm doing less of is I'm doing less of roller derby. I'm backing away from that to create some space and some time in my life for other things. And one of the really awesome things that I'm doing more of is next week I will be in San Francisco for the Women 2.0 How-To Conference, meeting with entrepreneurs and tech people and learning all about their industry. And my passion here is twofold. I want to learn about how we support women in technology, because that's a lot of the work I do is with women pursuing their dreams. And then I'm also really excited to go be in such a creative, innovative space where people are making it happen. Let's be frank, they're making shit happen, and it's gonna be good. And I'm so excited to be there. So I look forward to telling you more about that later after I've gone and come back from this wild adventure. So I do hope that you are very well, and I send you many, many blessings from my home in Portland. And I'll talk to you really soon.